Mourners paying respects to Rayshard Brooks, that is the black man shot and killed outside a Wendy's in Atlanta. A public viewing is set to begin soon. In the meantime, the former police officer accused of murdering him will have his first bond hearing this time tomorrow. But critics say prosecutors are putting politics ahead of justice. Let's bring in Georgia Congressman Doug Collins. He's a member of the House Judiciary Committee. And of course, this is a state that means a lot to you, and I know justice means a lot to you. You are calling for the DA in this case to resign. Why?
Calling for him to get out of the way and recuse himself in a situation in which he has obviously set aside prosecutorial ethics and went after a political decision here. This investigation by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has not been completed. In fact, they weren't even consulted before Paul Howard went out and decided to charge these officers. Look, the officers at Atlanta Police Department all across this country go out to make sure that people have fairness, due process, and that justice is blind to race, socioeconomic background, and especially politics. But Paul Howard has proven, while he's running right now for re-election and he's in a runoff, he would rather get votes than actually dig for justice.
Do you believe that he overcharged the officer?
I think that's a determination to be made as we get through the investigation. It is sort of interesting, the charges that were made, and especially how those charges came about with felony murder. These are the kind of things that make you suspicious as far as what's actually been charged here. And the issue is not the charge. The issue is the fact that this prosecutor, who by prosecutorial ethics are supposed to go on the facts and not feelings, is not even waited for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and others in a highly charged atmosphere in a time in which we need more healing and justice for everyone, police included, than just simply going out and charging to please a political base.
What do you think, or what do you hear from your constituents about the situation, especially when it comes to police morale?
The morale, yesterday I had a chance to attend a deal with the Atlanta Police Department talking about this very issue, and it was amazing to look into their eyes and see their hurt. And their hurt and their morale's out. They've been fighting the battles out there, making sure that our cities are safe, and you could see that they felt betrayed by a district attorney who wouldn't even wait for justice to even be served through an investigation. Due process matters to these men and women. The just overwhelming majority of our police and law enforcement want to do the right thing and do the right thing every day. So their morale is hurt, and so people standing up for them, letting them know that we have their backs. And I've been getting calls from all over the country about this stand, and it's time we put pressure on this district attorney to step aside in this case and let the investigation happen with an independent DA who can actually fairly look at these charges.
Let me ask you one last quick question about the House Judiciary Committee. Chairman Nadler says that he wants to investigate this situation of the U.S. District Attorney in Southern District of New York being fired by Bill Barr, and the president, Jeffrey Berman is his name. Is this something that you think actually needs a hearing, or was it possibly just something that is legal to do but poorly executed by the administration?
No, I think it's perfectly within their right to do it, and Chairman Nadler, unfortunately, is doing what Chairman Nadler has done for the last 18 months, and that is try to politicize anything he can to get at Donald Trump. He's investigated. He's called for investigations. He's called Republicans corrupt for not convicting the president in the Senate. Chairman Nadler needs to actually go take a test and say, what is a chairman supposed to do? He's supposed to run his committee and do the work of the American people. All he wants to do is continue to bring in people to get at this president. He's calling this hearing we're having on Wednesday about whistleblowers. These are political hacks, not whistleblowers. And Chairman Nadler needs to focus better on what he should be doing instead of going after the president.
Well, always like watching you all at those hearings, so we'll be tuning in. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Anna. Take care.